everyone, welcome back to YaYa's Senior Moments in Watercolor, where I do the homework so you don't have to. So today I'm starting a new format. Every week I'll go out and find one beginner watercolor tutorial. I will paint it myself to make sure it actually works for beginners like me, and then I'll give you my honest verdict. So today we're going somewhere we've never gone before. We're going under the sea. So grab your cup of tea and let's dive in. Today's video is by Cray at Let's Make Art, and it's a beginner jellyfish. I liked it because it's simple, it's beautiful, and it is the real deal for beginners. Sarah is calm, clear, not hectic like me, and she explains every step before she does it. In the clip, she's showing step 1, and she tells you she's going to do this is step 1, this is step 2, step 3. Kind of like school when you learn to do a paper. You're going to tell them what you're going to tell them, you're going to tell them, and tell them what you told them. She does that, which I really appreciate because it helps the beginner to know what to expect and what you're going to do. There's no surprises. So here's the jellyfish I painted from Sarah's tutorial. And as you may notice, it's not yellow and red. It's blues and greens and other colors. So just remember, always make these tutorials your own. Pick any color you want. There is no right or wrong. Pick your favorite colors. If you want to do it in neon green or black, do it in neon green and black. Do what brings you joy when you do your painting. So that's the first thing I did different from Sarah. The next thing I did different, when you watch the video, she actually wets her brush and brings it down here. And that didn't work well for me, and I hope you can see this on camera. This is the first one I did, and when I tried to do that, I ended up with two nice sized blooms right here, which I dried up the best to my ability, let it dry further, and then put more paint in, but I could not make it dry down. So what I did is I just started them up here and brought them down. I didn't drag the color. It probably blends better when she does it, but this is much easier for beginners for me, just to paint and bring it down. So I did the arms. These are the arms, by the way, new term I learned. I did the arms differently. And then the third step she does is she does the tentacles, which I did similarly. And then she splats at the end. And you know me and splatters. I love splatters. So it was very easy. In fact, it was so easy. Let's put them here. Let's put them side by side. Here's my original. This is on my Kiwi Hub, so it's not my good paper. This was on Arches. This is on the Kiwi Hub. I decided to do it with my non-dominant hand, which is my left hand. And I think it turned out pretty good. Just as good, if not better, than the first one. You'll notice a few lumps and bumps around the edges, the left-handed. And the other thing is you'll see some of my tentacles are fat. But it is a good exercise. It increases your neuroplasticity. So it's good challenge for you. If you feel up to a challenge, do that. And then I have a little bit of a surprise for you here. You know me, thinking outside the box that I always tell you to do, is I decided to try it on black paper with iridescent paints. And I hope you can see the iridescence on there. But it makes it so cool and just pop off the paper. And what's interesting is I actually tried to do it similar I did do it with the same colors in the body at least, and you can just see the difference between the two. So this yellow around here turns out much more of a gold, the blue and green is more iridescent, shows up, and the pink over here looks more like a dark purple. So it was just very interesting because the paints were the same, the only thing different was the paper. So one thing here is, if editor can zoom in here, I just wanted to show you. These are the same colors down here as up here on black paper. And if you notice, the white is no longer white, it's a gold. The yellow looks more green. This pink looks purple, like we talked about. This blue is a little bit lighter. It's kind of an interesting color. This is green. Same thing down here. One of the most interesting ones I thought was this pink. Turns out blue on this one. This blue turns out rose. So it was very interesting just trying them on the black paper. So I'm not saying you need to go out and buy black paper, and you don't need to go out and buy iridescent colors. But if you want something fun or different to do, I will put the links for the paint and the paper that I use down below. Okay. So let's talk about Sarah's tutorial overall. And this is part of the new format, is at the end of each video we're going to go through YaYa's verdict. And does it have a YaYa approval for being truly a beginner watercolor? If all the regulars know, one of the reasons I started this channel is I got so frustrated watching hundreds of videos to find ones that are really easy beginner. So some of the professionals will say, oh, this is beginner. Well, to them it probably is very simple beginner. To me it was really hard. And so my goal in this channel is always to find you easy videos that you can do. And some will be truly easy like today's. Some will be what I call gentle beginner, and some I'm going to say are solid beginners, meaning they are beginner, but probably want to watch some of my previous tutorials to be able to do them. So let's talk about Sarah's today, and it was painting the jellyfish, and she said it was beginner friendly, and I actually gave it a truly easy because it was. There was nothing complex about it. We did it in 15 to 30 minutes. And I liked her supplies. She only used 2 brushes, and if you saw, I was using my Snap 6 and 2 brush that are not real expensive, and they worked great. The pace of the video is the only place I give her a ding, and I called it a medium pace instead of a slow pace, just because I had to pause it 2-3 times. I couldn't keep up with her in the body, and then I couldn't keep up with her in the arms, and so I gave her just, it's a medium pace. It's not super easy, it's not a hard pace, but it was a medium pace. Then something new I added is senior friendly. And I have 4 check boxes there. And if you think of more ideas you want me to list on the rating sheet here, let me know in the comments below or put them on our community message board. And she got all 4 check marks. It's clear. She gives very clear instructions. She's easy to follow. There's no fine detail, and my favorite, there's no drawing required. So and then I'll put a little summary, which is YaYa's notes, and I just, as I said to you, I like the loose style. It's very forgiving for beginners. She explains every step, and she also tells you why. And I really appreciate that, because I like to know where I'm going. I don't know how many of you have zipped to the end of a video to look to see what you're trying to paint and then come back. I've done that. Anyway, so for those of you regulars, you also know I love splattering. So she ends with splats. What's not to like? So Sarah gets a big YaYa approved on her video for beginners. If you enjoyed today's video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and it helps beginners find the channel. So if you like someone doing your homework for you and finding the easy beginner videos, go ahead and subscribe and you'll be notified when they come out. So I will put below in the comments where it says click here for links, because when I first started YouTube in this channel, I didn't know where the description was. It doesn't say description. So I put click here for links for those of you that are not real familiar with YouTube, and it will open up the description for you there. And I'll put all the supplies and a copy of my rating form down there. And so as always, let's close with YaYa's Irish blessing. So may the Lord bless you and keep you. May your heart be light, your colors bright, and may you find joy and peace in the beauty that you create. Until next time, bye.